Hello, Baba Steve here, and I welcome you to my platform once again. So, yesterday I had gone to swap the battery of my bike, and at the swap station, someone had parked a Range Rover Sport. Those are among the latest ones, the 2020 series. So, what I want to share is not that I saw a Range Rover Sport, but I was with some guys that had also come to swap their batteries, and one of the guys looked at the car, and he was fascinated with the car, and he just I don't know, but he just lasted over the car. To some of us, when we look at such cars, we are dead to them, but we just communicate to them and we tell them, yo, I've seen you, you've seen me someday. And they hear us and they respond to us, of course. I just tell them it's a matter of time. But this guy, he looked at it like with lust, big lust. And he started asking me, how do people get money that buy such cars? And he was so much distressed that he does not have a Range Rover Sport. And he was like, I've worked for all my time, but I've never gotten money that buys such a car. And he was like, you might find it is a lady that owns this car. Anyway, every words that a lustful person could speak over something that they want, and they don't even have hope or belief in them that they could or will ever have them or such a thing. Now, so after asking me, he was like, do you know where people get money and buy such cars? Like he was seriously asking me such a question. So I looked him in the face and in the eyes and I told him, do you want to know where people get money that buy such good stuff? Of course, I don't have any, but the way I looked at him, I seemed like I know where money is. So I looked at him in the eyes and I told him, do you want to know where people get money that buy such stuff? He was like, tell me where. I told him, do you really want to know? He was like, yes. Tell me, where do people get money that buy such stuff? And I asked him, do you have an engagement on Thursday after 5? He was like, if you're giving me an appointment, I am available. And I asked him, do you know Fanero? He was like, yes, I know Fanero. I asked him, have you ever gone there? He was like, no. I told him, come and join me at Fanero on Thursday after 5. Come and join me at Fanero. And the guy was willing to come and join me. He had a bottle of alcohol in his hands, so he was slightly drunk, not too drunk, but slightly drunk. And he was willing to come and join me at Fanero Thursday because he wants to know how people get money and buy such cars. Now, the lesson here is not that he was willing to come to church or I invited him to church, but when I came back home, I started meditating on this thing and I was implied on how many young people have really sold their souls for such gain. The Bible calls it solid gains. Yes, how many young people are willing? Because the way I look this guy in the face, if I was directing him somewhere else that was not church, I can tell he was willing to go because he was like, if you are giving me an appointment on Thursday, I can leave whatever you want me to leave. So thank God that I was directing him to church. But what if I was directing him to a shrine? Or what if I was directing him into an occultic group or maybe something we are different from the church? So many young people lust, and because of the lust that is in their hearts have ended up telling their souls to what they think that will advantage them. But the Bible says, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world but lose their soul to Satan, to Hades, to hell? So what does it profit you to gain the whole world, to gain all those good things, and lose your soul to Satan? Well, you might say, as long as I have what I need, the rest does not matter. There is eternal condemnation, but also there is eternal godliness, and there is eternal peace and eternal rest. So you decide today. I'm not judging. It's a matter of time. Whatever you don't have, pursue it in the right ways, in the godly ways. Work hard as you're supposed to work. Believe in God. Pursue your dreams and live up to your purpose and your calling. Those things will respond to you at a certain point in life. If we haven't gotten them, me inclusive, it does not mean that we will never have them. That's why I told him, when when I find something that I want, I don't last on them. I have accepted the Lord to kill my body. I just communicate with it and I tell it, it's just a matter of time that I don't have you. And they respond and they hear me and we part ways. So you too, learn that from me. Let me teach you that when you find something that you want, instead of lasting on it and thinking over it and finding yourself in a place of judging your current situation because you don't have what you need and someone else has it, just speak to it, communicate with it peacefully and part ways. Okay? Otherwise, I love you so much. May you stay blessed.